My whole life, I always knew I was special. Even with no remainders, I could always move a decimal. Money on my mind while the girls that made un beso. Hustlers in my blood and it's running through my vessels. Just trying to clear the threshold, just trying to make a way. In my race against time, I could see an early grave. School to prison pipeline, 12 years a slave. Suspension and detention is conditioned for a cage.
Next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Katie Taylor announces the fight with Amanda Serrano finally is scheduled to take place. And here's the announcement. Katie Taylor simply tweeted history. April 30th, MSG, Madison Square Garden, New York, the legendary arena, Trill Dollar Bill. You have been a Katie Taylor fan from the jump, and now she is scheduled to fight Amanda Serrano, April 30th, MSG. How do you feel about the fight?
This is a big fight in boxing, and this is a huge fight for women's boxing. I hope that these ladies, they get the 3 rounds that they was asking for. You know, I noticed they were saying they was going to petition for this fight. This is a mega fight. This is a big fight. This is a huge fight. I'm not mad at it. You know, I thought it would have been great to have it in the UK for Katie. You know, I thought it would have been dope. I'm not mad at it being at Madison Square Garden. That means that we could see the fight. We could go and see the fight. You know, so look, it's exciting. It's going to be an exciting. I'm going to be excited. I'm excited to see this fight. This is for undisputed. The best going against the best. You know, skills paid a bit. And this is why I wanted to be 3 rounds, right? So we can see these ladies' skills, because this is skills right here. Mm-hmm. You got Amanda and Katie. This is the la creme of la creme. You know? These ladies right here. This is, you getting fine cuisine right here. I don't want it to be cheapened, you know, by them having to go out there and just swing wildly because of the time restrictions. I want people to be able to see the skill set behind these ladies. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I hope that they get the 3-minute rounds, and I know it's going to be an amazing fight. You know, if they get if it becomes 3-minute rounds, some people getting dropped. There's going to be a lot of action. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. There's going to be a lot of action. That's all I'm saying. I just don't cheat this fight. Don't cheat this fight. Give it the respect that it deserves, because this is a big fight.
All right, Conspiracy G. Nor'easter G.
Yeah, man. You know, I love this fight as well. You know, and this is where I got to show Eddie some more love. Y'all seen that flyer, man. That flyer is fire. So you can tell they taking this fight real serious. So, you know, yeah, I definitely love to see this fight. I doubt that 3-minute round is going to happen, though, because we didn't hear no updates. So I don't think that's happening. But nonetheless, even 2-minute rounds, it still be an entertaining fight. And, you know, Katie kind of reminds me of a female version of Usyk, the way she throws like different type of angles with the punches, which within 2 minutes, I don't know. Amanda obviously has the skills, right? But I want to see Amanda have to deal with those type of angles that Katie comes with for just 2 minutes. You know, that's going to be pretty difficult, because Amanda kind of fights like more of like a traditional 3-minute fighter anyways, you know? So I want to see this, if Amanda could actually match her or Katie's 2-minute fight style. You know, I think it'll be interesting. So yeah, man, it's going to be a great fight. And I'm happy that it's actually in the U.S. And the reason why is because, you know, Katie, if it was in the UK, I'm not too sure if Amanda's American and Puerto Rican fans will go to the UK. But we do know that UK fans go anywhere. So they would definitely go to Vegas to support Katie. So just that environment is going to be crazy. You know, like it's going to be a bunch of UK fans, a bunch of Puerto Rican fans. So it's going to be really exciting. So I'm definitely happy that they decided to do it in the States versus the UK.
You're going to be in Madison Square Garden.
Oh, my fault. I'm thinking Vegas for some reason. All right, well, that's even better because New York got a bunch of Puerto Ricans. You know what I mean? So it's going to even be more lit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hey, it's going to be great. You know, so and that's even a shorter distance for UK fans than going all the way to Vegas. So yeah, man. So I'm telling you, that arena going to be lit. It's going to be crazy. So we definitely got to find a way to get up in there. You know.
At first I was really excited, but then I had to scale it down just a little bit because we were here before and the fight didn't take place. And so I'm just hoping that we can really get over that hurdle and actually see the fight, which would be great. And, I'll be completely candid, and this is why the rounds matter. The 3-minute rounds matter. We were sitting there talking. Edgar Berlanga and Xander Zayas are fighting on like March 19th or something like that at Madison Square Garden. And we have the option of going to that fight at some point because we're close to, well, I shouldn't say close, we're closer to Madison Square Garden and where they hold some of the other major fights. It's like, well, maybe we can go to that fight. But then there's also Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano on April 30th. So maybe we can go to that fight. Now, if we had to pick one, I'd rather go to Xander Zayas, Edgar Berlanga, not because it's a bigger fight, but because I'm going to be entertained longer and I'm watching two really good prospects, as opposed to Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, and the fight's going to be over like in a blink of an eye. And I'm going to watch them resting half as long as they fight, which just isn't that entertaining. Like half as long as they're throwing punches in the ring, that I'm going to watch them sitting on a stool. Like that doesn't, you don't think that's a problem? Like, so I don't know. Maybe give them 2.5 minute rounds or something. But geez, like you can't rest half as long as you fight. That's why they don't have any fatigue. That's why Delphine Persoon can attack Katie Taylor like she did for 10 rounds. Because she knows I'm going to go crazy for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to rest for 1. I'm going to go crazy for 2 minutes, then I'm going to rest for 1. I'm going to go crazy for 2 minutes, then I'm going to rest for 1. Damn, it's hard to empty the tank. Trust me, and I train, and I know 3 minutes, if 2 minutes, sometimes at the end of 3 minutes in the beginning, like the first 6 rounds, at the end of 3 minutes, I'm like, well, that was 3 minutes. It kind of went by fast. Like that was 3 minutes. I can only imagine if it was 2. Just blinking, it's over. Oh man, the round's over. Now don't get it twisted. If you're someone who doesn't like work out and you're not familiar with boxing, 2 minutes of boxing will kill you. It'll literally kill you. You'll be sitting there. You feel like you walked up a flight of stairs. But when you're experienced, when you do this, when you train, 2 minutes of boxing isn't that difficult. It's not that, you know what I mean? So again, I would love to see them somehow make it so that I'm not watching people rest half as long as I'm watching them fight. So I think that's going to be an issue. But in terms of this fight, I think you have arguably the two most skilled fighters, and doesn't mean the best, the most skilled. Clarissa Shields is in there. I would say, me personally, I think they're both more skilled than Clarissa Shields. I think Clarissa Shields has more athletic ability and other things that make her successful in the ring, but I believe these are the two most skilled. I want to see a high skilled boxing match, but I do think there is going to be some time factor in there in which, like, let's say hypothetically Katie landed a good shot, with 30 seconds left in the round, Amanda's going to be like, yo, I got to unload a clip to make that shot back up. And then we're going to see some sloppiness as a result because you don't have enough time really to, set up and place or whatever. But this is as good as it gets for women's boxing. Actually for boxing, I don't want to just say for women's boxing, as good as it gets for boxing. You have the two best in their division fighting each other. And I'm hoping that we see a good fight. We may see, if we can get out there or whatever. But for right now, I'm satisfied, and I hope that it falls through.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.